Hey there, Ruth.
Hi,
How are you?
good.
Excellent. Let me
You?
get this out of here. Move my screen around a little bit. Hey, Mitt. Hey, we got some people coming in. Yay. Hey there, Mike.
Uh, how you doing, Mark?
Good. Good to see you, my friend.
Good to see you too, man. You can see me. I can't see myself.
I see a little bit of a shiny head.
Yeah, it's me. Yeah.
That's okay. That's okay. It's bringing light to the topic. This is good. Hey there, Nini.
Hi, Mark. How are you?
Uh, well, thank you. Good to see you. Thanks for being here.
Glad to be here. Thank you.
And Jane's here. Yay.
Yeah, I'm here.
All righty.
See me. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, you too. Where are you from, Jane?
Madison, Wisconsin.
Oh my God. Okay.
Yeah, my sister is Nancy, so she's in here somewhere.
All right.
Thank you.
Yeah, there's Nancy. And she has a little icon of a dog catching something, I think.
Oh yeah, Luna. Thank you.
All right. And so let's see. Let's wait for another minute here. And Linda, hey, how you doing, Linda? Are you there? All right, maybe she's away. And let's wait for just a half a minute here.
Oh,
Cool. All right. So Jane, are you near the Burlington area?
oh yes, yeah. I'm just north of there. I don't know. Maybe that's mm, 35 miles or so.
All right. All right. Do you plan on going to the workshop or appointment when I get there in February?
Yes.
Awesome.
And that's in Burlington or Madison. I don't know.
I'm not sure. You have to talk to Ann about that.
Oh, well, Nancy and I will probably show up there.
Oh, that'd be awesome. All right. Hey there, Nancy.
Hey, Mark.
Hi, good to see you.
You too. Thanks for allowing us here.
Oh, of
How,
course. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
how did you do that, Nancy? Just appear like a spirit.
Oh,
Turn my camera back on.
I think that what you can do is on the bottom left-hand corner, if you want, uh, there's a video icon.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, I don't need to be video. Thank you.
Okay. Oh, that's fine.
But I do want to touch base because our uh
All right, there we go. Um,
this is
so,
our niece is Allie Sayers. You may have been talking to her.
oh, okay. So you're related to Ellie. Okay,
Yep.
good,
I'm
good, good.
I'm the auntie, and so is Nancy. Okay, thank
Oh
you.
my God, so many aunts. Must be a large family.
Huge.
Just 8 kids.
How many? Eight?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I think my mom has 53 grandchildren.
Oh my God. That's incredible.
Yep.
All right. Um, Before we start here, please, uh, any questions or comments or anything I can try to answer? Anything?
Well, do we have to like push a button to speak, or how does that work?
You're doing it right now. You're speaking.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so I'm learning all of this new from Nancy and Ellie. So I'll be just tuning in to learn everything about what we're doing.
Okay. All righty.
Okay.
Basically, it's a little bit of diatribe about myself if anyone wants to know anything about it or what I believe in, what I do, or how I work. And then I ask if there's any questions or comments from anyone about anything pertaining to spirituality or about me. And let's see, or what they might have experienced.
Oh, okay.
And
Well, at least I know a chunk about you through Allie and Nancy. So
cool.
thank you.
All right, great, fantastic. And then what I'll do is call upon one person at a time to tell me one thing that's physiologically or biologically or that they've been injured with. Uh, that's a dilemma in their life, in the body. And then I'll work with that for a little bit, and we'll just take it from there.
Great.
And awesome, awesome. Anything, Ruth, that you can think of? Any questions or comments? Okay. All right, good. How's your husband?
He's okay. He's on a Zoom of his own in the dining room.
All right,
Here's in my office.
part of the Zoom family here. Awesome. All righty. Paul, how you doing, my friend?
Doing well, Mark. Thanks.
Excellent.
And just to update from last week, since I haven't been on in quite a while, it was really helpful. So I haven't had any of my neurological symptoms this past week.
Awesome.
Yeah, so feeling good.
I'm so
Just,
glad to hear that. Yeah.
yeah. Just have one
Yeah.
other issue from a
Hey,
month ago.
we'll work with it.
Yeah,
We'll work
thank
with
you.
it and see what the old man or woman upstairs wants to do about it.
Right, sure.
All in its providence. And so, Mike, how you doing, my friend?
I'm doing okay. My back is about 99% better.
Cool.
Thank you very much for all your help, Mark.
My
And,
honor.
Yeah.
Totally. Totally. And let's see. Nini, you're doing okay, and your family's doing okay?
Yes, yes, Mark. Thank you.
Excellent. So very glad to hear that. And let's see. Elizabeth, hey, how you doing, Elizabeth?
Okay. Not bad. Not
All
bad.
right.
Okay, go ahead.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I just have to, I'll be right there. I just, yeah, I'll be right there.
Okay. All right, no problem. We got a nice group of people tonight, so this is good. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, and this is fine. And let's see. Nancy, how you doing?
Hi, I'm doing really well, actually. I ended up having to get steroids for my congestion in my chest and stuff. And anyway, I had relief in my knee, so we didn't work on that last week, but I do have knee relief, so thank you.
Okay.
On my chest. So
What do you mean by knee release?
relief, pain
Oh,
relief.
relief. Okay. All right, good. Excellent. All right. And please, any questions or comments about anything that I can try to answer or talk about a little bit?
So this is Jane again.
Sure.
I'm in between between spinal surgeries, and so that's my wish for healing. Is my spine.
I hear you. I hear you. I'll tell you that people, it's not of my wanting. What I'll do is I'll work with the person. I call it prayer. Every word, every thought, every action in our life is a living prayer. And that's the way I perceive of that. And so I give it to the old man or old woman upstairs, or whatever you want to call it. God, Buddha, Muhammad, Yahweh, Allah, Moses, whatever.
Whatever the
Consciousness,
power.
whatever the power and what you consider power. It's all the same in my book. And so I give it to it, and it in turn says, okay, move over, let me handle this. And so whatever's correct for that person and whatever their experience of life is, whatever the Constitution is composed of, what's best, what leads into what. So some people will, most people will experience something most immediately. And they might have little spurts of their dilemma, drama, or trauma. And after that, but to me, that means it's going away for life. I've seen that happen so many times. Other people is 5 minutes later or 2 weeks or 2 months later walking down the street saying, oh my God, when did this leave me?
Mhm.
If they've had something for 5 years or 50 years. And all of a sudden it just is gone. And other people, they end up with the most perfect surgeon, or other people will say, uh, my surgeons told me that it's no longer there. Or some people will say, let's see, um, uh, who knows what,
Yeah,
who knows?
I
And
know. Yeah,
or
I
I've
know I
never
have.
seen the skin cooperate like this before, or something like
Got it.
that.
Yeah. Well, I have an amazing surgeon. He's been taking care of me for the last 15 years or so, and
Awesome.
I put a lot of faith. He's a spiritual guy too, so
Cool.
I feel like I'm in a good place.
Yes. Yes. And I think that's wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. And oh, we got someone else here. Good. Good, good. And so uh, one little thing, a couple things I want to mention before we start here is that number one, I'm grateful that you're here, and I will give everything I can from my heart. And secondly, if anyone's interested in an appointment with me, it can be through telephone or Zoom or FaceTime, and that's fine, or in person. And if you want to come to the Scottsdale area, today we suffered with 75 degrees, and it's been getting cold. And um, so that's open. And secondly, if anyone wants to go to my website, markearlix.com, there's a donation tab there, or gifting tab, it's called. And please feel free from your heart. Um, Other than that, any final questions or comments or anything I can try to answer, please? Anything?
What do you do for fun in your free time other than
I
helping people?
I write.
I've never heard that.
I write. I do my writings, and I have so many writings going on. I got a couple books and two workshops between each one is between 25 and 50 pages each every month, and it's all out of the top of my head. It comes to me, and that's what I do in my life.
What do you
And I
like to
have
do for
appointments.
fun? Do you, oh yeah.
That is my
Do you, that is your fun? You're not a jogger, hiker, swimmer.
Yeah, I tell everyone else to do that. So, and my favorite food is two of them, almond M&Ms and coffee.
Mhm.
And that's my health food. Do you realize that cows are vegan or vegetarian?
Yep.
They really are, because they don't eat meat.
Mhm.
So, yeah, so there's, and that's can actually, it's true too. It's true. The cows are actually vegetarian and vegan because they don't eat meat.
We've had them
So,
on our farm,
there you go. There you go.
and
So,
goats too.
and
They're
goats.
ruminants. Yeah, they just eat the
Yeah,
grasses mainly.
that's right. And so uh, I'm sure there's other animals out there that are similar in nature, but they're actually they carry a different kind of an enzyme within them, and it's not the same enzyme that's found in meat. So I, uh, I thought that was most interesting. And
Very.
yeah, so for all the vegetarians to say, "Oh, I will never eat meat again," you can eat a cow. So,
Oh,
Find
yeah,
a cow and eat it.
yeah, pandas are vegetarians too.
There you go. You can eat so, Bambi,
Yeah. Yeah.
there you go. All right. All right, everyone. Hey, Aria, how you doing, my friend? Are you there? She may not be. So, I'd love to start with my friend Ruth. And turn your mic on, my friend.
Here, I'm just saying hi. Hi.
Hi.
Hi.
All right, Ruth,
Um,
chat with us.
yeah, I'm doing pretty well and here to ask for prayer support and I don't know, some energy work for my friend Jennifer, who has probably pulled a muscle in her right side of her butt that wraps
Okay.
around intensely, intensely painful. She's limited to not walking real well with a cane from the front of the thigh to the back of the butt. So, and haven't I've had that before, but not as intensely as she's had it. So,
Okay. All righty. What is her name again?
Jennifer,
Jennifer. Okay. All right. And
your left, her right.
thanks.
You're welcome.
I'm dyslexic, so that helps.
Oh, me too.
And all right, let me work with her a little bit here. And please do keep me updated about her as well.
Thank you.
I'm just curious. I don't know who this person belongs to, but with Jennifer, does she have like are her teeth prominent in her mouth? With long teeth, where there's been gum.
Not particularly.
Okay. There's someone, I'm not sure who it is, but all right. I worked with her. I did. And please do keep me updated.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Sure.
Will do. Thank you so much.
Oh, my pleasure. My total pleasure. And what about you?
I'm doing okay. I had a DEXA scan about 10 days ago, and it gave me a really awful result. And I went and had the ultrasound, that's the equivalent version, except it weeds out arthritis,
Okay.
and the DEXA scan doesn't. They wanted to start me on those nasty drugs immediately, and I'm like, no. So I got the DEXA scan, the ultrasound today, and I have osteopenia. That's not even serious. And
Good.
it's the same as it was a year ago, in terms of one of the sets of numbers, and the other is a little worse, but we're going to work on that. So,
Good.
yeah,
Excellent. Excellent. Yeah. And keep doing what you're doing. And in 5 more years, they'll say, oh, it's up a little bit.
maybe they'll say it's down a little bit.
Or down a little bit. Yeah.
Yes.
But I'm living and I'm doing well with it. So
And I'm going skiing in January. So there.
there you go. Good for you. All right. Let me ask a blessing on you then, if you don't mind.
Thank you. I don't mind at all.
You're just going to have a wonderful life. So
I already am. Thank you, Mark.
bye. And Mike, my friend, anything in particular I can work with?
Well, my left knee is still a work in progress,
Am I right?
and it's
Okay.
the inner aspect of the knee, the meniscus, the inner meniscus.
Okay. All righty. My perception is at times what you're going to be experiencing is you're going to be stretching your knee out or extending it, and you're going to say, "Oh, this feels good." And there'll be other times that, oh, there's a little kink in there. But in the most part, it's the stretching out feeling good. And that will take priority and precedence over the other.
Yeah, and none of it is overwhelming, but it's just not normal.
I understand.
Yeah,
I get it.
yeah.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Oh, blessings to you. And I'm so glad that your back is so much better.
Yeah.
And
Well, if I didn't know you, it wouldn't be.
you rock. Thanks. Thank you, Mike. Hey, Paul.
Hey, Mark. A month ago, we went to visit our youngest daughter and her husband down near Nashville. And one morning, we were all going out just for a little hike. And I was coming down the stairs of the house they're renting, and there's a long flight of stairs. It's all wood floors, most of the place. And I was in my just my socks. And I went all the way down to a landing. And then I've got two more steps to get to the main floor. And I slipped
Oh,
and my rear landed on the next step down. So I'm almost to the floor. And because my butt was lower, my elbow simultaneously hit the landing and like jammed my shoulder, my both arms up into my shoulder. So it's like all across here and my neck. It's still, I could feel it in my shoulder
oh,
joints,
poor guy. I'm so
and
sorry.
and then a little bit just in my knee is a little tender. I think when I must have turned it. So that's what's going on.
All righty. Uh, the first thing to hit was that your tailbone, right above the tailbone.
No, it's funny. I don't know if I had my wallet in my back rear pocket because I thought that would be the
So that
worst of
saved
it.
you. Yeah.
Yeah. So when my rear hit the next step down, it was
Uh-huh.
because I was lower, my elbows, were exposed and hit that landing, just like jam, just like
All right.
boom.
So it was your elbows that
Yeah,
got it first.
elbows. Yeah, and the elbows don't really, they were fine, but it's like my, shoulders and
Okay.
my shoulder joints
Got
and
it.
my neck a little bit. So just all in this area.
And that's what took the shock trauma
Yep,
of the fall.
exactly. Yeah,
Okay. Let me go ahead and work with you on this. I have an idea what
thank
to
you.
do here.
Thank you.
What I want you to do is remember the moment that you slipped on the bottom a couple stairs and your tailbone being protected and then your elbows taking the cushion of it, and then the muscles stretching right there where the muscles in your whole back and trunk are kind of stretching out of shock trauma. Can you picture that?
Mm-hmm.
All right. And picture again where your back and your shoulders are stretching. Try to remember that moment. All right, now what I'd like you to do, move around a little bit and tell me if you notice any difference in your back or your shoulders. And be candid.
Yeah,
And
I guess
lift
it
your
feels
arms up.
a little bit looser.
Okay.
I can feel like, yeah, like the joints feel a little more limber.
Okay. All righty. Now, one more thing I want to do here real briefly. All right, now, real briefly, move around your shoulders and raise your arms and tell me if you notice a difference. And be candid.
Yeah, it seems looser. I feel a little like tenderness behind my right shoulder up here.
Sure. What about the rest of you?
Uh,
What do you think?
yeah, it seems looser. I mean, it still feels kind of sore, but
Okay.
I know that'll take a while.
It may, or it doesn't have to take a
It
while.
does,
We'll see.
yeah. Right, right.
I want to do one more little thing here.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see how this works.
Okay.
Awesome. And I'll ask you
Thank-
in a couple minutes
All right.
how it feels.
Thank you.
Hey there, Aria. How you doing, my dear friend?
Hi, Mark. How are you?
Well, thank you. Good to see you.
Thanks. Um, I get really overwhelmed with anxiety. Uh, and I don't know if it's physical because I can't really ever identify anything emotional happening when I have the anxiety. And sometimes it becomes so bad that I ask my doctor for some backup Xanax just in case I ever um, need to come down quickly
Sure.
because I might fly away. And so I've also noticed that my arms tighten up when I'm driving, and then all of a sudden that makes me start to have a panic attack. I'm not afraid to drive. So anyway, is that too general? If it is, my left foot also hurts.
Okay. I'll work with the physiological. I won't work with the emotional.
Right. I
But
don't have any
go ahead. I'm sorry.
association with emotional. I apologize for interrupting you. Sorry.
I work with the physiological. I can't work with the emotional in front of everyone, and because I don't want the beans to be spilled about a person's life or whatever, and so I don't go there, and I have to honor the people. Uh, but with the physiological, and I'd love to do an appointment if you would, you're open to that at some point, and I can work with the anxiety, worry, or fear in that time. With the physiological, um, uh, you said it was your left foot
Yes, the
for
ball of
me?
my left foot.
Sure. I'm writing it down. Okay. All righty. Let me work that. Stretch your foot out and just relax it and
Thank
let
you.
it drop. Sure. my perception is that you're experiencing a little sensation in the ball area of your foot area. And so let me see. Now, can you do me a favor? Can you put pressure on the ball of your foot and tell me if you notice any difference yet? And be candid, please. Don't
Yeah,
think
it's
too
still
much
hurting.
about it.
No,
I'm
it still hurts. It still
okay.
hurts.
1 second.
Okay.
Imagine that you're putting the ball of your foot in the palm of my hand that's on the floor.
Okay.
There. Now move your foot around from side to side and then put a little bit of pressure on your foot. Can you tell any difference, about the same or worse or better or what?
Better. Thank you very much. That's much better.
Let's see
Thank you.
what transpires from this.
Thank you.
All right, great. You look really light tonight, which is nice for some reason. That's awesome. You look clear for some reason. And whether you needed the anxiety in order to get to that place and get, whatever, I don't know. But you look good. So,
Thank you.
sure.
Thank you.
All right. And I'll ask you in a minute or two how you're doing, or a little bit longer. Great.
Thank
All
you.
right, Elizabeth. Hey, my friend.
Hey, hi.
How are you?
Good. I want to just thank you for the healing that you sent. When I wasn't here, I think it was like a couple of weeks ago when I had COVID. So
Yes.
my fever broke that night,
Yes.
and it was just amazing. And I woke up after your circle was over because I was like actually too sick to come to circle. And my friend who had just died, who gave me the COVID,
Oh,
was standing over me directing energies like she was helping you. And
cool.
so I texted Aria that I thought Pat, she's a very special person, had been helping Mark direct the energies. And then she confirmed that you had said that there was somebody there helping direct energies who was very sweet. So she was a developmentally disabled adult who was a good friend of mine for decades. So anyway, so thank you. And
Well,
and
she's not
thank you, Pat.
developmentally disabled now.
I know. I know.
More of a perfect
Great.
person.
Yeah. Although she's a great angel either way.
Yes. Yeah, that's
So,
awesome.
yeah. So anyways, yeah, thanks for that. But I'm here today because I have a double ear infection, which I feel came from the COVID, so because I never
Okay.
get sinus or ear infection. So both ears are bleeding, but I'm taking antibiotics.
Okay, good, good. All right. I don't want to poo-poo American medicine or anything, but
Mm,
that's good.
yeah.
Yeah, doctors are invented by God too. You just got to find a good one. It's, it's so one that you can trust. So, I want to work with your ears.
Okay. Yeah, it's mainly the right one that I, have trouble hearing. That's the one that gets the stabbing pains, but it's in both ears. Yeah.
Okay. All right. You just relax and wonder what might be happening without figuring it out, analyzing, critiquing it, or thinking about it.
Okay.
Can you hear the high pitched frequencies?
It sounds low. It sounds low pitch, but
Low pitch? Okay, good. All right. I just knew there were frequencies. I automatically identify with high pitch, but the frequencies, what they're doing is they're carrying a message, and the message is of healing.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's nice. It's lovely. Did you feel something happen just then?
Yeah, my left ear popped. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And there,
Yeah.
did you sense something happening, hon?
Yeah, my sinuses, yeah. Yeah, they started to clear. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. It's all connected, right?
It's all connected. Everything's connected. The whole chimichanga. Cool.
All right, yeah, cool. Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much. All righty. And let me see here. Paul, my friend.
Yes. Well, you got me before, but
Oh,
my shoulders, yeah.
oh my God, I'm so sorry. I
I thought you were
I do
coming back
something and then
already
it's out of sight,
by
out
the
of
end.
mind. And I have to blame it on my dyslexia? No, I can't do that. All right. Nancy, come on back. Anything in particular? And how are you from last week?
Okay, still tight, sore. My my breastless chest is still rough and tough. Um, but I've been having these kind of doubling over stabbing pains. I don't know, it feels like my heart is kind of makes me double over sometimes when the stabbing pain is there. I don't know what that is. If it's
It's
related to
muscle. It's muscle. And it's readapting. And it's tissue that's readapting. And there's a lot of synaptic reactions that are happening, neurological reactions in that. And they're trying to find pathways to reconnect the tissue and all.
Thank you.
Sure. Let me work with you with that, hon. At some point, I see you saying "strong like bull."
Yeah, she is.
Strong like bull.
Hmm.
Cool, cool.
So
And keep me updated how you're doing and all like that too, please. Thank you. And let's see. The screen's getting mixed up. People are going to different areas. Who did I call on? Uh, who did I call on? I called on Elizabeth, Mike, Ruth, Nancy, Paul, Aria, Jane, did I call on
Yeah.
you?
No,
Okay.
well, I'll try to make it really short. When I'm 72, I think.
You're
Um,
young, God.
when I,
Spring chicken.
when I was 40, I fell, it was an ice storm, and I fell down a flight of stairs,
Ooh,
and and then I hit the concrete, and then um, it that was the injury, then led to 5 years later having emergency spinal surgery, and so it's been I think this is going to be my fourth surgery. Anyhow, I didn't have a really good strong alignment in my spine, from birth. So they call it a malady, I guess. But anyhow, it's the thing that's they have to fix next is L um L5 and S1, and it's it's so acute, and I'm willing to go through another surgery to get relief, because the damage was done, and um uh my MRI kind of looks like spaghetti down there. But so
okay.
I know I need to go through that, but the inflammation that is all around that area is what's so acute right now.
And tell me something. Do they say they can give you relief and correct that?
Yeah, I I have to have them fused. Um and well, it's kind of complicated what they have to do,
Uh-huh.
but um I um I know, that there's so much that has to be done physically to be able to get back to being a
Human
physical,
being.
yeah, busybody that I normally am.
Okay.
And
Good for you.
yeah.
Good for you. Yes.
I had to retire, for the second time. I'm a floral designer, and that's the hardest part. I mean, it's really hard work, and I just can't do it.
Sure.
And I can't be on my feet, and I can't drive. I can't. I'm not functioning, so I need to get there. That's my goal in life right now.
Okay. All righty. Um, I want to work uh with the low spinal area there.
Mm-hmm.
And uh, as sensitive as your spine is now, while I'm working with you during that time, let me know if you sense anything, okay?
Yes.
Okay. And this may take a minute or so.
Sure.
How do you can you sense anything happen? Can you shift around a little bit in your seat there?
Yeah, I have my finger right on the hot spot, and I'm feeling around, and it just, it feels less inflamed. It feels like there's relief because
Okay,
I'm feeling around, and
good. All
it's
right.
improved. It's improved than when I started. Thank you.
My blessings, and I'm curious what unfolds from this. And until your procedure,
Yeah,
this may give you a relief. I pray so.
thank you.
My blessings,
Mm,
my gratefulness. Thank you.
mhm.
All righty. And Aria, how's the ball of your feet doing? Your foot? Do you notice any difference? What do you think?
You know how you, after a good workout and you go to sleep and the next day and you wake up and it kind of feels good to stretch even though it hurts?
Yeah,
That's how it feels.
awesome. Awesome. Let's see what transpires from this.
Thank you. Thank you.
My honor. My honor. All righty. And Elizabeth, how you doing? I'll get with Lynn in a minute. Linda. But how you doing, Elizabeth? Do you notice any difference, hon?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I feel a lot better. Yeah, it's still clogged, you know what I mean? But no pain. So thank you. Thank you
All
so
right.
much.
Yeah. And hopefully this will take you through or get rid of it.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah.
Okay. All right. And Paul, do you notice any difference, my friend?
A little bit, a little bit. Still
Okay.
a little tender, but seems a little more limber.
All right, good. This may quicken the healing, uh, is my presumption.
Thank
So,
you. Thank
or
you.
assumption. All righty. And I want to do one little more thing with your shoulder there.
Good night.
All right, let's see how that is, Paul.
Thank you.
All right, my pleasure. Uh, Nancy, how you doing, hon?
Good. Forgive me, but don't forget Nini and Linda
Uh, Linda, right. I know. I'm going to work with her in a minute.
and
Uh,
Nini.
uh,
Um,
yes.
okay. Mhm.
And what about you? How you doing?
Okay. I guess I have a question. They've been, sort of directing me to not massage, and I'm really wanting to massage. Well, having been a massage therapist, that's what I want to be doing. And what's your perspective on that? They're
Uh,
having me.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you. The voice is going in and out.
So I'm wanting to massage this whole area. And they're telling me to wait, and I'm not liking the idea. I'm wondering your perspective.
My perspective is that if you do massage, do it so gently over, say, a week's period of time or 2 weeks period of time to break it into a massage.
Okay.
It's almost like they have what is it called? They have lymphatic stuff,
Yep.
Yeah.
where they gently uh, touch you. I saw someone do that not too long ago, and they gently touch you, and it releases the lymphatic fluid, and it feels good to a person afterwards. It's
Yeah,
it's
I'm a retired massage therapist, so that's why I'm like itching to move on it.
yeah. You don't want to do it too much though, because that could be destructive.
Thank you.
You want to be really gentle though to break it in.
Thanks.
Cool. My pleasure. All righty. Now, Linda, can you, on the bottom left-hand screen, is a mic. Can you try that? And it might have a line through it. Does it work? Bottom left-hand of your screen.
Mm.
All right. All right. Well, let's just go ahead and work with you. And let me see. Someone wrote me a message. Linda. Okay. And it was a little bit the past 5 years prior to transfer to my wheelchair in October of this year. I was at the hospital. UTI, low sodium, oxygen, so long. Boy, have you been through it? Long found that I have fatty liver. Okay, need a lot of help in my prayers. I can't get my. Okay, no problem. Let me. I'm going to do prayer work with you, and so let's see what happens, hon. And tell me if you notice any changes over the next couple of days and how you might feel, if there's relief or something's gone away, whatever. All right. And please type out if you notice any difference or it's the same but don't discount that nothing is going to happen. Please don't ever go to that place. We never know how it's going to correct in some way or another. And so, all right. And after all, these are quickie healings. It's not a full thing by any means. But you will, in some way or another, have something happen in your life because of what's happened. I guarantee. I know. So, all right. Any questions or any comments? Please, anything, anyone?
This is Jane.
Yes, Jane.
What I noticed most is that I have such anxiety around living with this 24/7 pain
Sure.
that I'm making myself crazy. And at least I felt relief. I just kind of felt something like kind of melt away.
Yes.
And so I'm very appreciative for that.
And do you have anxiety now that you felt it melt away?
Not not like not like I did before.
Good.
Nancy can tell you. I mean, um,
Um,
I can just, it's not in my voice. It's just,
Good.
it's just, thank you.
Thank you. I'm
Mhm.
looking forward to seeing you.
Okay.
Any other comments or questions I can try to answer or elaborate on? Please, anyone?
Uh,
I have a quick comment, that the
Please, Elizabeth.
The person with the prominent teeth was my friend, I believe, who you saw. So she might have been jumping in. She might have been
Okay.
jumping in. Yeah,
All right.
she's a little angel around me.
Cool. Cool. All right. And let's see. I got a new message here. Thank you so much. I felt breathing a little easier right now. Good. Good. It's not only for right now, understand, Linda. You experience easier breathing. That's what's important. It's otherwise when we're saying, oh, just for right now, then we're cutting off the potential in the future. And we don't want to be so strict in that. Cool. Cool. It's a part of your life to participate in that. So, and that will do a lot for you. You know, you remind me that in the old book, it talks about God breathed through the nostrils of man and woman and gave him life. Well, one day I was contemplating that. Then I contemplated the next day. What does this mean? What does this mean? God breathed through the nostrils of man and woman and gave him life. What does that really mean? So for day after day after day for a couple of weeks or even a month, I think, many years ago, I was wondering, what does this really mean? And I never asked anyone. And then it came to me, well, if God breathed through the nostrils of man and woman, gave him life, then we're actually breathing in the breath of God. And if we're actually breathing in the breath of God, I wonder, and I actually did this too, I wondered what it would be like to have God breathe for me. So you might want to try that suggestion, starting off with God breathed through the nostrils of man and woman gave him life. Therefore, we're breathing in the breath of God. And therefore, I wonder what it's like to have God breathe for me if I'm breathing in the breath of God. So wonderful. Try that out. Try that out. Wonder about it. And don't stop wondering about it. You'll see more and more comes to you. And everyone's experience is going to be unique in that. Just something to contemplate and wonder about. Cool. Cool. Watch what it does to you and how it affects you in your life and your body. It is awesome. Yes. All right. Please, again, if anyone wants the longer appointment with me on FaceTime or Zoom or telephone, let me know. I'll gladly set it up. And also on the website is the gifting tab on markearlix.com at the bottom. And let's see what else. I can't think of anything else. Any other final questions or comments? Yes, please, Nancy.
So in these little healings, what's your desire in regard to, us opening to other healers and helpers? Do you just want them to be witness? Do you want them to assist? Do you want them just ask for highest and best and whatever? What's your desire?
For me personally, I would never go to someone that didn't have at least 15 years experience in their field. And that's just the way that I am.
Right.
And it wasn't just a fly by night ordeal with them.
Well, I'm talking about spiritual
I'm sorry.
guidance. Talking about spiritual guidance and help and assistance. Like what you're doing, what you're using, God energy. I'm talking about as if I'm your client or even in these little healings, what's your desire that you want from me? Are you open to me inviting all
I'm
healers
totally
and
open to you and uh you know but I'd want you to be totally open to the possibility that there's more. and that's it. And if you're seeking more, either physiologically, biologically, neurologically, spiritually, whatever, this is where I come in and interplay to the best of my ability of what comes through me. And I just want to give. So,
I'm working on being a receiver, so that's why I'm asking. One of the reasons I'm asking.
oh, I hear you. I hear you. We all are. We're all working on being a receiver or a giver. And, yeah, and there's no one who isn't. So I understand this. I understand. And usually there's an off balance factor with every human being, in that respect. And if I perceive of that, say in a conversation during an appointment, then I'll really harp on that, and aspects of your life, of what you want to participate in and how you can develop that within yourself, if that makes sense. All right, hon.
Thanks.
Yeah, thank you. Good questions. Good questions. Any other comments or questions, please? Ruth, anything? Aria? Paul?
I have another one.
Oh, please, Jane.
Okay. So the things that I know that have to be physically repaired, um, there there's so much around it that just screams, oh God, I don't want to do that. But on the other hand, I am open to anything and everything to get me through that healing process to the
Sure.
welcomed repair.
Yeah,
And
and I can help you through the healing process if you allow me to.
okay.
But you're also freaking out inside over, damn, I'm going to have the surgery that's going to be shock trauma to me. And,
Hmm.
so that's what you're freaking out over because
Yep.
you've lived your life, being an aspect of a part of your life, being in this discomfort, and you don't want to go through more. And
Right.
that's where the shock trauma is affecting you emotionally in your psyche, everywhere.
Yep.
And I understand that.
Well, well, the
But go
thing
ahead, hon.
is
I'm sorry.
that having part of my spine rebuilt last January, it was the worst thing I've ever experienced. And so to
Well,
have
they
it,
could have also handled that a little differently, as you found out. Am I correct?
no, because it it was such a mess. I could go three different ways. And
Okay.
so there was a lot of thought and research that went into I'm doing it this way.
Okay.
I knew that I had had spinal surgery before, two before,
Sure.
and I never experienced the kind of pain that I went through in January. I mean, I screamed for 3 days.
I understand. I understand.
And so I'm sure that's what my angst is.
Yes. And you don't want to go through any more of that, or the potential of that. And
or, or my caretaker to have to
okay.
witness. But
I understand. I understand.
um, but I'm, I, I'm, I know now. I know,
Good.
I know now, and
Right. And that's where I said that it could have been different.
yeah, okay. My healing,
Yes.
yeah. Uh,
It's
um, okay, so
okay.
that it can be better in the
Yes.
future. Okay,
Yes.
that helps.
Most definitely.
Mhm.
Truly. All right, my dear friends.
Thank you.
Any other questions from anyone else or comments, please? All right. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing you next week and tell more family or friends about this and bring them along or have them go on their computers. And again, anyone would like an appointment, let me know. Have fun.
Great. Thank you.
Okay, God
Blessings
bless
to everyone.
Thank you,
Nice
Mark.
nice to meet you, Mark.
A pleasure to meet you too. I'm looking forward. Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.